everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BooBop1987. This is my review for today. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes, but once again, it's time for another edition of BooBop1987's most quick video. And what's today's most quick video today? We are heading to quick video part 16. And for today's quick video for today is another edition of BooBop1987's most unknown questions. And tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I'm just a big fan of finding so many things that involves unknown questions. Some unknown questions that nobody had never discovered before. From movies, music videos, TV show, anime, whatever you could think of. There's a lot of unknown questions to be found for what type of entertainment that we enjoy for today. And for today's unknown question of the day is, I found a couple of unknown questions that came from one of the most legendary books or one of the most legendary musicals of all time, the Les Miserables. And yeah, I do have two versions with me. I got the 2012 version and the 25th anniversary edition of Les Miserables. I really enjoyed this Broadway musical, and since this is one of my most favorite Broadway musicals of all time, since I never seen it in for real, I guess. But anyway, what are these main unknown questions I'm gonna ask you guys for today? Okay, for these three main unknown questions it's something about these schoolboys. You know, the schoolboys that came from in the middle of the story. It's a story about a whole bunch of schoolboys who are getting ready for their most biggest challenge of their lives as they start to mature themselves to create a barricade and try to fight for their country. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I only found three good unknown questions to be found about these schoolboys. So anyway, ladies and dudes, here are my three unknown questions that came from these young schoolboys. Okay, here we go. For my first unknown question is, who the heck is Couffarat? This leader of the schoolboys explained there was a young boy named Couffarat, and we have no idea which one of these schoolboys is Couffarat. I only heard that name twice in two songs. One is for the end of Red and Black song, and the other was, during the first attack. And I wish I know who the heck is Couffarat. We have never seen this dude's face, or what does this character look like. I would love to get to know who the heck is Couffarat. And since we just heard his name twice in the musical. So, to cut this short, who the heck is Couffarat? Which one of the schoolboys is it? I just can't tell. From the movies, the Broadway show, or just the legendary musical. Okay, for my second unknown question is, do you think that the Lost Schoolboys kind of remind you of some of the members that came from the Japanese team of all time called the Shinsengumi? Now, the reason why I want to ask you guys that question is, well, to tell you the truth is, there's a couple of schoolboys that I know that kind of reminds me of some of the members of the Shinsengumi. Well, I don't know much of all the versions of the Shinsengumi group. I only know a little bit about the Shinsengumi group from Rurouni Kenshin and all the way to the anime A Peacemaker. And to tell you the truth is, there were a few of the schoolboys here and there that did remind me of the Shinsengumi. Like the leader of the schoolboys. I don't know his name because I'm not going to be good at pronouncing it, but I can remember what the character looks like. I will say for the leader of the schoolboys, he kind of reminded me of Mr. Hijikata, a very cocky commander dude who's really tough, but he's really serious, and sometimes he goes on a mad rage when he is in his demon form back at the Peacemaker anime. And there was one character who drinks alcohol, the young boy who's, I think he's the main cook of the schoolboys, I guess. And that guy who drinks alcohol kind of reminds me of Sanosuke, since Sanosuke is the main comedy relief of the group, and he did so many funny jokes here and there, and that guy who drinks alcohol, he did joke around here and there every time he drinks wine or whiskey or brandy, I don't know. And let's see, oh yeah, the young boy, Marius, the guy who falls in love with Cosette. I will say Marius kind of reminds me of that guy. I forgot the dude's name, but he's the one who knitted seppuku. Yeah. Since this guy who made a seppuku, he's this lovesick puppy who fell in love with somebody, and he wants to get away from the Shinsengumi as quick as he can. But later on in the Shinsengumi story, that guy had already been caught by his own group, and he made it seppuku. And last but not least, that little Kabosh kid, since Kabosh was definitely the youngest member of the schoolboys, he kind of reminds me of Tetsunosuke Ichimura. A kid who's high energy, and he's the shortest one in the group, and he dreams to become the members of the Shinsengumi. And as for Kabosh, he dreams to become one of the best warriors out there of the schoolboys, to be in the army of creating a barricade, I guess. Since I love Kabosh, since Kabosh is definitely the most youngest, but yet the most maturest character I have ever seen from all the members of the schoolboys. And he does have so many high energy moments of Tetsunosuke Ichimura. So yeah, for my second unknown question is, do you think that the schoolboys kind of remind you of the Shinsengumi? Well, after all, the schoolboys came there first before the Shinsengumi did, back in the past of the 1800s. And the last and final unknown question that really did bother me, and this came from the 25th anniversary edition of Les Miserables, is, okay, the part of the first attack when Jambon Jam decided to, join the team of the schoolboys, becoming the barriers of the barricade and all that stuff. There was a part in this musical right here. There was a part where the schoolboys wants to watch the part where Jean Bon Jean and Javert are going to have that little discussion that they got from many years ago. Okay, for my last and final unknown question is, why do you want to see a part where the schoolboys want to watch a part where Jean Bon Jean and Javert are going to do their long lost talk? Okay, I know this unknown question is kind of confusing, but to me, it's really confusing to me. After all, the schoolboys need to do their job while Jean Bon Jean is doing his own job of taking care of Javert. After all, he has, some unfinished business going on that happened many, many years ago. And I was thinking to myself, I think it would have been better if all the guys who played the schoolboys should just get out of the stage for just a couple of minutes and try to get back to the stage as soon as they can, while, Jean Bon Jean and Javert are doing their talk. you know, try to give them space a little bit. And yeah, this is one of my major flaws of the 25th anniversary edition of Les Miserables is it's not right for the characters to watch some other characters getting involved into some type of situation that's not part of the story, I guess. So anyway, to cut this short, what do you think of the part where the schoolboys are getting involved to the part where Jean Valjean and Javert are doing that little situation of theirs during the first attack scene? And that is it, ladies and dudes. Those are my 3 main unknown questions from the Les Miserables. And I want to know is, what do you think of the unknown questions that I decided to ask you for today? Well, whichever your opinions are, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next videos to come. I don't care which one it is. From movie reviews, anime reviews, top 10 or 5 list, some more quick videos to come, and even more bloopers. So be prepared for my next videos to come, and I'll see you all later. Sayonara.